Hi there. Welcome to my views on news. Three news stories for you. First one is about Ethiopian PM Abiy's visit to rally support for port issue. PM Abiy wants access to the Red Sea, and he wants access to the Red Sea maybe through the Afar region of Ethiopia and through southern Red Sea of Eritrea. That is why he is visiting a far region. Details for you in this video. Secondly, Tigray tensions in Mekelle, Tigray regional capital, where a meeting was scheduled to be held. It was planned by TPLF. Getachew opposed the idea of holding a meeting. He banned the meeting. He fired those who spread the message about holding of meeting, but tension still there. Armed men in Mekelle, government workers have arrived in Mekelle reportedly, and thirdly, attack on an ambulance in Oromia. Alarming news story that aid workers, aid organizations are not harmed in war time, but in Ethiopia, we're seeing this is the second time that attacks on ambulances or capturing of ambulances by armed groups is being reported in the Oromia region of Ethiopia. Firstly, viewers, Ethiopian PM Abiy opened the Pandora's box of ports a few days ago when he said that Ethiopia had natural rights to gain access to the Red Sea. In a 45-minute long speech, he tried to prove that historically, according to international law, not religiously, ethnically, Ethiopia has right to gain access to the Red Sea, and he demanded control on the territory leading to the Red Sea, whether through Eritrea, Djibouti, or other countries. But immediately after that, we saw statements from Eritrea, Djibouti, and Somalia rejecting PM Abiy's position, saying that their territorial integrity and sovereignty were not up for sale. And PM Abiy backtracked, and 2 days ago, while at a military show in Addis Ababa, he said that he did not want to wage war on any country. He just wants to ensure that Ethiopia gets access to the Red Sea through dialogue, through negotiation. So he backtracked, but he was speaking at a military show, at a military parade. So that show meant a lot. Now, if Ethiopia wants to gain access to the Red Sea through Eritrea, suppose that seems to be the case, by the way, it means that Ethiopia will try to gain access to the Red Sea through a far region of Ethiopia and through southern Red Sea of Eritrea. Afars live on both sides of the border. Afars in a far region of Ethiopia, Afars in southern Red Sea region of Eritrea. It means that if Afars are not on board, Ethiopia cannot gain access to the Red Sea. PM Abiy's government needs support of Afars of Afar region of Ethiopia and Afars, Eritrean Afars too, of southern Red Sea region. Of course, PM Abiy government cannot contact Eritrean Afars, though I wouldn't be surprised if I come to know that Eritrean Afar diaspora organizations are in talks with Ethiopian federal government. I think that would happen if it is not happening already. PM Abiy has started a tour of Ethiopian Afar region. He is visiting Samra, Afar's main city. There, Afar elders have been invited. It's not that just Afar regional government officials are welcoming PM Abiy. No. Key meetings planned, regional administrative officers, regional government officials, traditional Afar elders, tribal elders, they have been invited for discussions. It means that Ethiopian PM Abiy wants to convince the Afar people that they should support the government for the sake of protection of Ethiopian interests. That Ethiopian interest lies in unity to make a call for access to the Red Sea. And these Ethiopian Afars have connection with Eritrean Afars. Afars, if they unite, they can obviously play an important role, though Eritrean Afars obviously won't be allowed by Eritrean government to connect with Ethiopian Afars. Discussions ongoing reportedly, firstly. Secondly, the SADO, Red Sea Afar Democratic Organization, is an Eritrean opposition group of Afar people based in Ethiopia for years. TPLF formed this group as an anti-Eritrea group. Afars in Eritrea, they've been complaining of marginalization, discrimination. So TPLF backed the formation of Rasado, like Eritrea backed the formation and working as several Ethiopian opposition groups. In EPRDF era, both governments backed proxy groups. Rasado was made a bit dysfunctional or non-operational when PM Abiy came to power, and we saw start of rapprochement between Ethiopia and Eritrea. But now I think Ethiopian government is back in need of Rasado's activities. Ethiopian government wants Rasado, by the way, has thousands of armed men, trained men. Its head is based in Ethiopia. If you remember, Ethiopian government tried to arrest Rasado chief. I think Ibrahim Harun is his name, during Tigray war, when Eritrean military had immense penetration in a far region in Tigray, etc. But somehow Ibrahim Harun managed to remain outside prison. He was arrested, but he was freed reportedly. Now PM Abiy's government wants to reactivate the Sado, it seems. It wants local Afar elders, local Afar traditional elders and government people to support Rasado and to support the formation of a united front so that Afars in Ethiopia can support the federal government to gain access to the Red Sea. It's an alarming development, by the way. So now it means that Eritrea will try to ensure that Eritrean Afars don't align with Ethiopian Afars. So we're going to see tensions on Afar, Ethiopia, southern Red Sea, Eritrea border, it seems. Meetings ongoing. We'll try to update you after we get information from the meeting. If anyone has information about the meetings, about what is being discussed there, please do contact me at sajid672000@gmail.com. We'll do more videos on this topic. Secondly, Tigray videos, tensions rising there. Armed men entering Mekelle, Tigray's capital. Government officials, they were told not to come to Mekelle for a meeting, but they have arrived in Mekelle reportedly. It started around 2 days ago when TPLF decided to organize a meeting in Mekelle on Saturday and Sunday. Message was passed to government officials. TPLF passed message to Tigray interim government officials to come to Mekelle from all parts of Tigray for a meeting. Getachew learned he was not happy with this message. He was not taken on board. He banned the meeting. He said no meeting will be held. Who was behind the calling of meeting? The senior TPLF leaders like Alim Gabrewahid, Manjurino, the Betson, etc. Getachew last time in an audio message said no meeting will be held. He said he said government officials are required to be in their areas of jurisdiction because there are issues there. Issues like losses suffered by people because of untimely rain and drought, etc. But what happened today? This morning, dozens of people arrived in Mekelle. These are those who are pro-TPLF, who went against the message issued by Getachew. So Getachew yesterday fired 6 government officials who were behind the calling of the meeting. But still, reportedly, dozens of people arrived in Mekelle today. They're standing outside the headquarters of TPLF. They want to attend the meeting. Meeting could not start so far. Reportedly, security forces are trying to prevent people from reaching TPLF's headquarters in Mekelle. This is the situation in Mekelle, where TPLF senior leaders and Getachew are on a collision course. Meanwhile, TPLF leaders are accusing Getachew that he is backing entry of armed men in Mekelle, that lives of TPLF leaders are in danger. Getachew is trying to threaten Manjurino, Alim Gabrewahid, etc. So that shows the gravity of the situation, that both sides are on a collision course in Mekelle. Let's see. We'll try to update in coming videos about this meeting. So far, meeting could not start reportedly. Thirdly, viewers, second incident in the Oromo region of Ethiopia involving attacks or damage caused to humanitarian organizations. Red Cross, Ethiopian Red Cross, has issued a statement saying that one of its ambulances was burned by armed men. It happened in West Velaga. Haro is the name of the area. Zone is West Velaga, where an ambulance of Ethiopian Red Cross was stopped by armed men and they set the ambulance on fire. I think last year, I did a video about an ambulance which was taken forcibly by members of an armed group. And that was ambulance of, I think, Ethiopian Red Cross too. Fingers being pointed towards Ola, Oromo Liberation Army, because in West Velaga, Ola is the main group. There are no other stronger groups in Velaga, just Ola main group there. It means Ola fighters are behind this attack on the ambulance. By the way, this is alarming. Ola should condemn it because these organizations have no affiliations. They work for the people. If the Red Cross in Velaga is partial, Ola should make it clear. Otherwise, such attacks should be condemned. At least human rights organizations and their workers should be respected. They risk their lives, they risk their families' future, and they work in these conflict areas. But the workers are abducted sometimes, and their ambulances, their vehicles are set on fire. Alarming. It should be condemned, I think, by Oromo Liberation Army. If Ola is not involved in the attack, if Ola is involved, then those who are involved, they should be brought to justice. Thank you for watching.